Here are the solutions to the practice power assignment. First, just instructions reminding us this is a practice version. Now the actual problems. So a reflection. Now notice you have two tools here, your line and your polygon. Use the line to put in your line of reflection. So y equals -2. So that's a horizontal line that goes at a height of -2. So you can click any 2 points on that line to make it go across. Now I'm going to switch over to the polygon, and it doesn't matter what order you do your points in, but once you pick a place, just kind of work your way around. So I'm going to start and just do alphabetical order, A, B, C, D. So when A gets reflected, it's going to go, so it's 3 units up, it's going to be 1, 2, 3 units down. B is currently 2 units below the line, so the reflection of B is going to be 2 units above the line. The same is true for C. And then for point D, D is 1 unit below the line, so when it's reflected, it's going to be 1 unit above. Now to close your shape, you have to go back and click on your original as well. When you're finished, I'm going to ask that you go here to your delete and click on the line you put in. What I want to see for your final answer is just the reflected shape. Now, if you forget to take out your line, you'll still get your credit, but this makes it easier to score a little more quick that way. All right, give it a look. That looks okay. Describe the translation. Make sure you're going from the old to the new. So I'm going to turn on my scratch pad here. From the old, and turn my pencil tool on. So a little bit up and then a little bit over. So it's 1 spot to the left and 1, 2, 3, 4 spots up. Okay. This image is translated 1 unit to the left and 4 units up. And I'm going to give it a quick double check. So I go 1 unit to the left and then 1, 2, 3, 4 units up. Looks good. Describe the rotation. Again, going from the old one to the new one. So from C to C prime or D to D prime. This looks to me like a quarter turn, and it's in the clockwise direction. So it's a 90-degree rotation clockwise. You could also say 270 counterclockwise. It will also be counted as correct. Another one we're expected to graph for ourselves. So 5 units right and 2 units down. I'm just going to go alphabetical order again, A, B, C, D. So 5 units right. I don't click yet. 2 units down. That's where I want to put my first click. Now do the same thing for B. 5 units right and 2 units down. For C, 5 units right and 2 units down. And then for D, 5 units right and 2 units down. You do need to click back on your original shape to close it all in. Once it's done, make sure it looks the same. So same shape, size, and orientation, just moved over 5 units right and 2 units down. Ooh, this time. So I want to give the equation for the line of reflection. This looks like a sideways reflection. So I'm just going to turn on my scratch pad and sketch in my line. Okay. So what does that look like? It's a vertical line, so it's going to be x equals a number. And the number looks to be -1 because that's where my red line crosses the x-axis. So turn off my scratch pad and type x equals -1. There we go. What type of transformation is this? We just have to pick. Now you notice there's an option of dilation. We didn't even talk about what that was. It's not going to be that. So you only got 3 options. It's not a reflection because it's not the exact same thing left and right. It's not a translation because the angle changed. It's a rotation. Got spun around. So there that one is. Which image shows a reflection across the line y equals x? That's the diagonal reflection that goes like this. So 45-degree angle through the origin going up. Well, it's not letter A because that's not the same thing on both sides of that line. Let's take a look here. This one actually looks pretty good. That does look like the same thing both sides of the line. Just a quick check on the others. Okay, that one doesn't, and no, that one doesn't. So it's B. Turn off my scratch pad, choose letter B. There you go. Rotation of 90 degrees counterclockwise is the same as a rotation of how many degrees clockwise. This gets to the point we were talking about on Friday. Going 90 degrees, a quarter turn, counterclockwise gets you to the same place as if you go 3/4 of a turn in the other direction. So 3/4 of a turn is 270 degrees. 270. It is. And last question. Which of these are translations? Select all that apply. Now that means there might be more than one answer. And notice how here the letters are in boxes. Anytime they're in boxes, that means you can pick more than one. So which are translations? This one, no, because in a translation, things should be facing the same direction. So not A, not B for the same reason. C is a translation because the shape just moved. D, there was some spinning or flipping that happened. E looks to be a translation. The shape just moved. And F, no, that's not a translation because we saw that flipping happened. So this time just C and E. And there you have it. That's your practice power assignment.